It's okay with tap and go. Tap save drive.
How much idea you
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Ghana in Focus. If today is your first time on this YouTube channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and also share. All right. As you can see, right behind me is the electric buses that Dr. Bawumia promised Ghana. All right. So this was a promise, and it has been delivered successfully. So as you can see, those are the buses, and then we are here to witness the commissioning and also give you guys all the updates you need to know and anything you really want to know about these electric buses. For your information, it's gonna reduce transportation. It's gonna reduce transportation to of up to 40 to 50%. All right. So those of us who use public transport, this is a very good news for us to utilize this electric busing system. All right. It's gonna reduce transportation, and then also it's actually tap and go. You just need to get a tap and go card. You load it with money, and then whenever you sit, you are going to, board the bus. You just tap it and you sit down. That's all. So we are here to witness the commissioning. Any information you want to know about these buses, we're gonna give you all of them, both interior and exterior of the buses. You are going to see everything right here on Ghana in Focus. So now let's get right into the video.
Good friends from various state-owned agencies and organizations, good friends and loved ones from the Adentan constituency, good friends and loved ones from the Medina constituency, good friends and loved ones from all other surrounding constituencies, good people of Ghana, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure this mid-morning to welcome you here as we all together support His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic, to unveil to us what will become a super idea in terms of
building of the future of this nation. Our Lord, we dedicate this project to you, asking for your favor and guidance. May these electric buses serve as symbol of progress, sustainability, and care for the environment which you have given us. Bless this initiative to bring safety, convenience, and opportunity to all our people, fostering growth.
A bold leader, a consummate politician.
Also, maybe I'm not from Metro Mass electric buses for Faraba. A Kanya community. If you say, Yampunsi, and same Putan, a Juma Divia, and the Ghana for any way. Women come. I am Ghana. I am serious in myself. Assassin
of the GAPTI, Ayalolo. The managing directors, Metro Mass Transit Limited, GAPTI, Ayalolo, and Tap and Go. Heads of institutions, CEOs here present, private sector organizations, civil society organizations, stakeholders in the transport industry, members of the diplomatic corps, the clergy and imams, the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am so elated to stand before you to commission the first batch of electric buses for Metro Mass Transit Limited to augment promote its operations, and to usher in a new era of innovation in the delivery of public transport services. As the minister said, the move towards electric vehicles is not only aimed at Metro Mass Transit Limited, but the whole public transport sector. When I first suggested the idea of moving public transport in Ghana to electric vehicles, many thought that it was not possible. They said it was an election promise that will not be fulfilled. And unfortunately, this is the mindset of impossibility. And it was at play in this situation as it has been at play for the last 8 years that we have been in government. As a government, we are thinking transformation. We are thinking making things possible that have not been here. But a lot of people are always, expressing the mindset of impossibilities. Remember when we tried to do the Ghana card, to implement it after 8 years of failure to do so by the previous government. Many people wondered if we could do so, but we have made it possible. And other countries are now coming to learn from Ghana to issue the national ID cards in their countries. When we said you could use the Ghana card to travel from outside Ghana into Ghana, people thought it was not possible. In fact, a lot of time was spent discussing it. We have made it possible, and they are quiet. And in fact, from maybe sometime next week, people traveling into Ghana with their Ghana card will be met with e-gates at the Kotoka International Airport, and they will not need to go to immigration because they can use their Ghana card to enter Ghana. When we said we will bring mobile money interoperability, many people scoffed at the idea because no country in Africa had done so. But we have done so. And today, Ghana is the only country in the whole of Africa that has complete domestic payments interoperability. The only country. When we said we were bringing drones to help deliver medicines and vaccines, they said it was not possible. They even said we were coming to take pictures of women in their bathrooms. But we have made it possible. And Ghana today is the whole world's leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. Even when we talked about free SHS, they said it was not possible. And we made it possible. When we talked about Agenda 111, they said we couldn't do it. But we have shown that we can do it, and we are doing it. They scoffed at the idea of hostels for Kayayi. They said it was not going to be possible. We've made it possible. We said we will replace pre-mixed fuel for fishermen with solar outboard motors. When I said it, they thought it was not possible. They laughed at the idea. We have made it possible. When we said we will bring credit scoring into Ghana for the first time in our history, many doubted it and said we were not going to be able to do it. But we have done it. I'm saying all these because of the mindset of impossibility. We are going to transform this country, and we need a possibilities mindset. So I was not surprised when the naysayers once again rose up to poo-poo the idea of electric vehicles for public transportation in Ghana, rather than discouraging me because of all the previous naysaying they had done, I was rather encouraged and determined to follow through and see to the implementation of electric vehicles for public transport in Ghana. I had no doubt in my mind that this was possible. If other countries can deploy electric buses for public transportation, why not Ghana? The transport sector, as you all know, is a major contributory factor to the growth of our economy, and most importantly, a necessary precondition for the guaranteed success of education, jobs, markets, healthcare, among others. In pursuit of this, agencies such as Metromass, Transit Limited, Ayalolo, STC, and so on have existed to implement government policy to make transport services accessible and affordable to all. These companies provide services to very remote areas of Ghana where some traditional operators will not go and charge fares about 30% lower than the market rate. Unfortunately, over the years, the growth of these companies has been heavily impacted by high operational costs, particularly the cost of diesel, revenue leakages, and the maintenance of their fleet of buses. In addressing these operational challenges, government took steps to ensure that these companies evolve to meet new challenges. Among the measures that have been introduced to improve public transport services included the following. We supplied 200 intercity buses to augment and expand the existing operations. We supplied 100 buses for the Intercity STC Coaches Limited and deployment of an electronic ticketing system, the Tap and Go system, to address revenue leakage and modernize bus services. We also enhanced the enhancement of the mandate of the National Road Safety Authority as the regulator of road safety rules, procedures, standards, and guidelines. The launch of the Transport Ghana project by the National Road Safety Authority for regulatory compliance. The Transport Ghana project is an IT-based solution for pre-departure checks, passenger manifest ticketing, vehicle tracking, and driver training. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the acquisition of these electric buses is not just about revamping the operations of Metromass Transit Limited and is signaling to other agencies to follow suit, but also to position them to play a leading role in the drive to net zero emission transport future and a future with low cost of transportation. When you think about it, anytime fuel prices internationally go up, then you see it translating immediately into domestic increase in fuel prices, then into increase in transportation fares according to the existing formula. I was thinking very deeply about this and how we could cushion the Ghanaian public from these external influences. But I came to the conclusion that going towards electric vehicles in public transport was the surest way to protect ourselves from the external influences of the rise in diesel and other petroleum prices that affect the cost of transportation in Ghana. The launch of the National Electric Vehicle Policy has ushered in a new era of innovation. And this policy was launched by His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on the sidelines of the COP28 in Dubai. We've ushered in a new era of innovation, driving gradual decarbonization of the transport sector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we are making history with the commissioning of these electric buses. It represents a visionary shift in how we approach public transport. Today we are making a definitive step towards revolutionizing the transport sector with sustainability and innovation at its core. Today, we are setting the stage for a future and aligning our interventions with global best practices. The use of fossil fuel-powered vehicles, its impact on climate change and air pollution are no longer distant threats, but urgent realities that demand immediate action. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the economic benefits of using electric buses cannot be overemphasized. Electric buses, as we know, offer lower operating and maintenance costs compared to conventional diesel buses. The use of the electric bus will therefore translate into more efficient use of resources and cut operational costs by about 50% to the benefit of passengers. Metro Mars will be better positioned to enhance services, lower transport fares, and invest in fleet renewal and expansion efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, while the benefits are promising, the success of this project relies heavily on commitment to robust and continuous maintenance. The neglect and mishandling of buses will derail the effort that has gone into the acquisition of these buses. As a people, we should know that reckless use of public assets represents an enormous drain on national resources. I therefore want to use this opportunity to urge the board and management to take steps to ensure that these buses stand the test of time. The cost of postponed maintenance due to neglect is usually high, and we must try to prevent such occurrences. Ladies and gentlemen, the need for specialized training in maintenance and operation of electric vehicles will increase as we progress. This presents opportunities for new skill acquisition. Government will therefore partner with educational institutions, in particular TVET, to train the needed workforce for this particular infrastructure. By investing in skill development, we are ensuring that this transition is smooth and beneficial to all parties involved. I have been informed that a new strategic business unit has been set up to ensure the efficient operation of the buses. The unit will work with partners to provide maintenance and tech support, EV battery charging infrastructure, EV bus revenue management, tracking, and most importantly, driver training. Ladies and gentlemen, every bold step forward comes with its own challenges. We are aware that these challenges and are prepared to address them head on. I have the assurance of the board and management of Metro Mars Transit Limited that these electric buses will be put to good use, starting this year with a pilot on 2 major routes in the national capital, Adenta to Accra and Ashaiman to Accra. So we will be piloting these 2 major routes, Adenta to Accra and Ashaiman to Accra. And after the pilot, we will expand to the rest of the region and the country. It is no longer a secret that we urgently need to improve the quality of our public transport services. starting with the public transport operators such as GPRTU and the Trotro subsector. I will work closely with GAPTI to embark on the fleet renewal program through the deployment of e-vehicles. We will help GPRTU and other transport operators to acquire and facilitate the acquisition of these electric vehicles, these buses they will encourage their business. This will be achieved through an improved public regulatory system, enabling the government to acquire the necessary regulatory data and support a fleet renewal credit scheme. Now, the Ministry of Transport is undertaking nationwide dissemination of the National Electronic Vehicle Policy to create the needed awareness and build support for its implementation. The primary reason our local taxi vehicles and trotros are often old vehicles is the difficulty in repaying loans for new expensive vehicles when used for operations. A good way to resolve this issue is to leverage the tap-and-go system. The tap-and-go system will help local drivers conduct their transactions digitally, building their credit to obtain new vehicles on favorable credit terms. This is why it is crucial for us to intensify our digitalization efforts, providing lending comfort to all potential investors through our digitalized operations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while today's event is cause for celebration, it is also a reminder that our journey is far from over. The commissioning of these buses is the beginning of a broader strategy to modernize and decarbonize the transport sector. I envision a future where electric vehicles are the standard, with modern technology playing a key part in it. This vision will require us to be innovative in our approach to problem solving and collaborate to build a seamless transportation system where one tap-and-go card can be used on all public transport vehicles, including our railway system. So the tap-and-go card, as we have developed it, is going to be operational. This is how we are envisioning it across the entire public sector. So you can take your tap-and-go card, board a train, and then when you arrive in Accra, that same card, you board an EV bus and take it right to Accra. And then down the road, if you have to take a trotro, you can use your tap-and-go card on your trotro as well. So it's one card for the whole transport system. That is what we are seeking to do. Currently, your tap-and-go card will work on the railway as we are planning, and it will also work on the AV buses, and we'll extend it to all the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, the road ahead will require the active participation of all and sundry, especially transport service providers. It will also require cultural and behavioral shifts that embrace sustainability. Government will therefore continue to seek partnerships, leverage on the collective experience of stakeholders to develop our nation. As we commission these first batch of electric buses, let us take pride in this historic moment. It is a declaration of the government's commitment to public transport electrification. These buses are not just a response to the challenges of high transport fares, among others. It is a proactive step towards the future we want to see, a future where Ghana leads in sustainability, inclusivity, and innovation. In conclusion, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the stakeholders who have contributed in diverse ways to make today a living reality. It is my hope that we would all be inspired by this development and the decarbonization agenda of government in pursuit of the vision for a net zero emission future. For our passengers who will be boarding these electric vehicles, these buses, I think the biggest question in your minds is how much is it going to cost? And I think that the answer, and it is consistent with our estimates, that when I announced this policy in February of this year, when I gave my lecture at the UPSA, I think between 40 to 50% reduction in the fares from these electric buses. This is what you are going to see. From today, when you board it, you will see that the price is 40 to 50% lower because the operational costs are lower and you are able to pass that on to the consumer. And this is where we see the future of public transport going. I thank you all very much for your attention. God bless you and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, so these are the buses. All right, these are the electric buses which were launched today. As you can see, Tap and Go. Tap and Go is actually a digitalization or a digital way of paying your transport fares. You just have to get the Tap and Go card, load it with an amount of money which you can be using to board the buses anytime you want. All right, so these are the buses, and then you're gonna see the interior of the buses as well. So about 100 were launched today, and then according to the vice president, the rest will follow very soon. All right, and the buses are going to start working immediately. They are going to start working immediately. This is a very good initiative that's going to reduce transportation. So if you see what you just saw, they've written lower fare and cost. Going to reduce transportation up to 40 to 50%. What you say? So this is a good thing, and let us all support. So please, thank you so much, and kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and also share, and then let us all promote Ghana to the world. All right, if you are new to this YouTube channel, become part of this awesome family by subscribing, because each and every day bring you guys latest updates about any happenings and developments in Ghana. This is Ghana in Focus, and it's your boy Koju Harrison right here. So please kindly watch the full video, watch it to the end, and then I'm gonna see you again in my next video.
It's about to come.